Hey guys, Ian here today with a new YouTube ads tip. And what I want to talk to you about today is not anything to do with any of the levers or the buttons or the audiences or the techie stuff inside a Google AdWords account. I want to talk to you about probably the most important thing in any YouTube campaign and really any media buyer or digital marketer's toolbox, and it's the creative, okay? All of our big wins have never come from uncovering a secret audience or a secret bidding strategy or a sequence of videos that we post. All of our wins have come through creative improvement. And what that means is new videos, new hooks and scripts in videos, split tests on landing pages, testing advertorials versus quizzes, testing the way we ask our questions in the quizzes, and all this stuff. This is all of that. That's where all our big wins have come from. I just recently sat down and was writing and thinking about this in my journal last night because we were struggling in a particular market. I'm like, what is the problem here? Like, why are we struggling so much with this particular market? And then I analyzed our life insurance market and an HVAC market and an auto finance market. And I looked at it where we've just recently had great wins, and I realized that, oh crap, we just came up with great new creative in these markets, and that's what made the difference. So what I want to talk to you about today are different creative and hook and different structures and things to test as you're running campaigns. And if you've got a live campaign now that is struggling, I would urge you to consider some of the things I'm talking about now, especially with the creative side of things, for you to test, because you may be surprised what will get results. So the first thing that I would urge you to test would be exactly what I'm doing right now, which would be to either you or your client or whoever you're working with to grab their smartphone and do a selfie style video that's short, like 45 seconds to a minute, with a direct call to action that focuses on one big idea. So in this situation, it could be something like, I did this recently for our auto finance client where I literally went and sat in the car and I recorded it and I called out the people in the province where we were working. I said, if you make at least $1,800 a month and have had your job for at least 90 days, then click the link below now because we can help you get the vehicle you need at an affordable price, right? Then I talked a little bit about the types of vehicles and stuff for another 20 seconds. And then I reiterated the call to action, and that's it, right? But there was no text overlays. I'm not even, I don't use a lav mic or anything fancy when I'm doing these. It was literally like this video, although probably crappier lighting because I do have a light that's up above me or things like this now. And I did it in my car sitting with my coat on, right? That worked really well. Now I tried that again in another market. It didn't work so well. But lo and behold, surprise, surprise, recently we've gotten really big into testing hooks and scripts and things like this using a piece of software called Speechelo, which you can buy. I think it's $50 a month. I don't have any affiliate link or anything for it right now, but check it out. And it works. It's got all these different AI voices. You can basically type in your script and it converts it to a voice. It would be like a robo voice, but it's a pretty good robo voice. And believe it or not, in one of our markets right now, our best results are actually coming from one of these Speechelo, one of these robo voices with a Vidnami. If you haven't heard me talk about this, Vidnami is another online video maker you can check out. They've got stock video included. I think it's $50 a month. You can puts text over everything on it. So this AI voice with this Vidnami video, which are like, they're okay. If you show it to a client, you might be embarrassed, but it's crushing it right now in another market, right? And if I didn't test that, we wouldn't get that result. Now, again, in another market, it's our spokesperson, like a man or a woman on a green screen that we put a background on with some text overlay, right? The key here is test. Come up to test hooks fast. Look at using AI and, text to speech. And if you want to test even faster than that, just grab your phone and do it, or get your client to grab their phone. Don't babble on like I do all the time. Try and keep it to a minute. So that's the first thing. The second thing, if you're not doing it, you're definitely missing out, is, split test your landing page. If it's a form landing page, split test the headline, split test the bullets that are on there. And if you're using OnBounce or ClickFunnels or Webflow or any of these tools, they've all got split testing capability, and you want to see which one gets more form submissions, right? If you're getting good results now, or some results, don't split test at 50-50. Maybe split test at 80-20, 80% your winning page and then 20% the variant, right? If you're doing a quiz and you're using Alchemer or LeadsHook or whatever, any of these tools, Typeform, consider testing the first question differently. use different first questions, different ways to phrase it. Some of our wins often come from how we ask the question or the first question we ask. We've recently changed one of our questions in a life insurance survey to, it's for over 50s life insurance. Were you born before 1969? Yes or no? And we suddenly shot up our people starting the quiz because it was easy. Like, yeah, I was, or no, I wasn't. We don't stop them from going through, but we get them to answer the question. The next question is asking what gender they are, right? Then if they're a tobacco user and things like this, but it gets them going down the slope. The idea is called this slippery slide. I remember reading it in a copywriting book by Joe Sugarman like a decade ago. And he talked about the idea of the headline and the lead, the first line, and all of it's a slippery slide trying to get you to the end to make your purchase or to convert. So we're trying to devise that. We often think in terms of like, we just want to create the lead or create the success. But what we actually have to create is we have to think like the consumer and create the process all in our funnel. So our ad, the way the different headline or button text and description that we use in the YouTube ad, and then the headline and what we put on the lander. Here's another idea that actually just popped into my head. Oftentimes people get obsessed that they need to have this super branded lander with bullets and testimonials and their Trustpilot rating and as seen on and all this stuff. I'm not saying that doesn't work, but what I'm saying is it's impossible to know if that works the best unless you split test a naked form or a naked quiz. We've done this. We've gone from the super cool branded testimonial, looks flashy, great, excellent lander, and then we split test that with a white page and a quiz and a logo on it, and lo and behold, the white page with the logo and the quiz only, no phone number, no other text, anything, just our privacy and terms and things at the bottom, it worked better, right? So we have to open up our minds to the opportunity that the way we're doing it now probably isn't the best, and there are other opportunities that could be better. We don't want to test everything at once, but we want to be testing, especially if you're in one market or a couple key markets. You can make huge gains with these simple changes that you can implement in your funnels. So takeaways here. We're talking about creative. Focus on multiple types of video. Will an AI speech voice work? Will a selfie video work? Will a spokesperson video work? Will an outsourced high quality voiceover on Fiverr and then a nice slideshow video with story blocks, stock video work? What's gonna be the one that works for you? And it's not gonna be one, it's gonna be more than one. And you want to test all the time. Every time you hit a wall, going out and getting a new piece of creative made that could be totally different than what you had before often breaks through the wall. And don't forget about the landing page and the journey after they click. What are you asking them? What is the headline? What are the form fields? Could you take a five field form and break it into a step-by-step form? Will you get better conversions there? There's all these little hacks, right? Yeah, they're not going to half your conversion cost overnight, but every 2 or 3% improvement made 10 times makes a huge difference, right? Not only to your confidence because you're seeing that you're becoming a better marketer, but also to your bottom line if you're selling leads, and to your client's bottom line if you're running a retainer agency. So thanks for that. I hope you enjoyed this video. This stuff is it's really at the root of it all. If you're watching this and YouTube isn't free, you're not running YouTube ads now, click below and sign up to our daily YouTube ads list, and you'll get these videos as I do them every day to help you learn how to become a YouTube marketer and leverage this platform for results. And take this idea and run with it no matter what platform you're on, because the same strategies have worked for me, whether I'm on Facebook, whether I'm on Twitter, whether I'm running native ads, whether I'm running YouTube, Google Display, whatever. So thanks again. Click below to sign up for our list. Subscribe as always. New videos every day, helping you up-level your skills, become a better YouTube marketer and marketer overall. Have a great day. Bye for now.